इंटरनेशनल खबर पे आपका स्वागत है। मैं हूं श्वेता रंजन और आज हमारे साथ हैं एक बेहद प्रसिद्ध, बहुत ही लोकप्रिय चेलो प्लेयर सास्किया राव। जी हाँ, जिनको आपने कई कॉन्सर्ट्स में सुना होगा। शी इज द वन हु हैज ब्रिज्ड द गैप बिटवीन वेस्टर्न क्लासिकल एंड हिंदुस्तानी क्लासिकल म्यूजिक. So she is on the show today. Let's welcome her. Welcome to the show, Saskia. Yeah, you're on the screen.
To be here.
It's
Thank
so
you.
nice to have you here on the show.
Thank you.
So this is one instrument which is not very popular, and people confuse it with not many other string instruments. There's so many. There's so many.
It's basically the same family as the violin. And well, once an interviewer called it the violin fed on magic beans, and that might be a quite accurate description. Yeah.
Very nice. So it sounds like a male voice. I've heard you play many a times.
Yes, I think what often happens in our concerts, in my concerts, people often ask me in the beginning, where did this voice come from? That's how close it is to the human voice.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So can we start the interview with this magical instrument which you're holding currently, so that there's some music all over, and then we can go ahead with the chat.
Let's indeed start with some music. Sounds good. And I'll play a little bit of a beautiful rag, like Madhuvanti, an early evening rag.
All right. So मैं उससे पहले दर्शकों को बता दूं, मधुवंती सुनने से पहले कि अगर आपके पास अपने कार्यक्रम में हमारे खबर पे लाइक करें और अपना हाल, अपनी जो भी संदेश आप पहुंचाना चाहते हैं, तो साथिया, बिफोर यू स्टार्ट विद मधुवंती, we have Shruti Chaturlal Sharma. Right? Can you hear her? That's so beautiful, Saskia. My God. It is truly said that music has the power to heal. And I'm feeling so fresh after listening to this.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I,
That's
I
wonderful.
hope the viewers are also feeling the same. And I wanted to also ask you, that means music is keeping you really occupied during lockdown. I see a lot of the work that you're doing.
Absolutely. It's like you said, music has such an healing power and the ability for people to connect with themselves, to calm them down, a positive way to connect. So that is, to me, what music is really about. You know, we always want to bring that happiness, that joy to other people. It's not that way. It's more than entertainment. You know, we have music to entertain, to dance, to spend with friends, but we have also music to entertain the soul, to entertain a part of ourselves that helps us build deeper connections with the divine, or however, whatever connection people call it.
Since you are a musician and your son, your husband, you all musicians, so there must be a very low level of anxiety or negativity during this lockdown because it is prevailing everywhere. People are feeling so depressed. So, what are your feelings during this time, and how music can heal them?
Absolutely, music. I'll share one experience with me, which one of our concerts in France. After the concert, someone came to me and he said, um, "I'm a cancer survivor."
Oh,
Like that. He started off like that. So I looked the same way as you. I was taken aback. And he said, "I've listened to your CD every day for the last 1 year. And I believe that healed me." You know, um, I feel that is indeed the power of music, because of what we just said. Also, I participated in one of these online seminars about music and the effect it has on our brain. And it is a fantastic way to break down and calm down, to take away a lot of anxiety that people are facing right now. And especially, of course, Indian classical music. I mean, even if you sit for 5 minutes and just chant Om for yourself, you don't need to sing Raag Darbari or do anything complicated.
right.
But even that much of music in your life will make a really, really big difference to people.
So I hope viewers follow that because music certainly can help you during this time, during the time of lockdown. Saskia, we have a viewer writing to you. Her name is Shruti Chatulal Sharma. Can you read the message?
Where?
So nice to see you, Saskia Bhabhi.
Ah, hi, Shruti. Lovely to hear from you as well. Wonderful. That's so nice.
So we have another viewer, Rohan Daswadkar. He writes, "Wow, bahut badhiya when you were playing the instrument."
Lovely, lovely. Happy you enjoy it, Rohan.
Uh,
That's
we have Morapalle Balaji. He writes, "Jai Hind." So, Saskia, you come from Netherlands and you come to India in search of more rhythm, in search of more music, more music for the soul, and you settle down here. How did the switch happen from Western to Indian?
The switch happened gradually. I was a cellist since I was very young. Since I was 7 years old, I played the cello and started performing when I was young, Western classical. Western classical, sometimes people don't understand. It's not the same as picking up a guitar and playing three chords. It's the same intense and long practice regime that we need to follow for that music as well. So I was seriously practicing this instrument, the cello. Not exactly this one, because the Western cello is slightly different. But then I heard Indian music and I wanted to know a little bit more. Well, you can see that went wrong. I slowly was pulled into the music because while I was studying my Western classical music, I started listening more and more to Indian music, practicing more and more that until at a certain point for about 6, 7 years, I just completely shut off from any other music and completely devoted 12, 14, 16 hours every day to practicing this music on the cello. So there is never a shortcut to learn music. That is a process, and we all have to follow that. The thing is, it doesn't feel like any sacrifice when you're in it because you enjoy the process so much. So that's how it went for me personally. Then the instrument that I'm playing now is quite different from the regular four-string cello you play sitting on a chair.
Yeah.
So this instrument I designed and call it the Indian cello.
So how it is different from the one that the real cello? This Indian cello is different.
Oh, it's also very real.
It has 5 strings.
Yes.
And what else?
It has sympathetic strings underneath, and it has 5 playing strings that are tuned differently as well. And this one, it's quite a lot smaller than the regular cello as well. So these are the changes in the instrument.
So what drove you to design this and modify this?
The music. I wanted to create a sound within the music that was slightly different from the regular cello, especially this high string, this full range of octaves. Like not many instruments have that much of a range. So you still have the nice bass of the cello as well as the high. So you can, and again, all the techniques, that is what makes it something sound really different, of course. You know, if I play, I can do maybe a piece in Kirwani, show you their differences with some layering. So in the music, it explains not only the playing style of the Indian cello, but at the same time a way of composing, how you layer in Western music often. A very simple chord pattern, and within that I'll flow in and out of that.
Sure.
Can we do that now?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah? Okay. Then, So this is in raag Kirwani. If we play it...
It's superb.
Thank you.
You have the real art of mesmerizing the audience. And now I know why you chose this instrument. See? One can die for it. One can die for it. Seriously.
It is like, I mean, if you see any Indian movie and there is a really sad scene, a tearjerker, you'll hear a sarangi. For any Western movie, that was always the cello.
So when I was listening to this raag, I was just thinking it has some sadness.
Yes.
Yeah, it has some sadness with it.
It definitely has a lot of pathos in it. I mean, to me, it is that ras, it is that feeling. But you know, sadness in music, in art, is a beauty, isn't it?
It's so good.
We like to feel sad in that way.
I just love it.
Most enjoyable. When people say after a concert, it made me cry.
Yeah.
I say, thank you. This is the only one I would like to make you cry.
So we have more viewers. We have Sandeep Mehra. He writes, "Hello Saskia ji and Shweta ji."
Hi, Sandeep.
And he also writes, when you were playing, he writes, Sandeep Mehra writes, so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Happy you enjoyed it.
We have a popular, very renowned Veena player, Saraswati Rajagopalan ji.
Oh, namaskara. Namaste.
Now I know you can talk in Hindi. So, Namaste Saskia ji, she writes. And we have Mansi Pandya. She is a dancer.
Lovely, lovely. So nice to see you all. It's even better that way. The platform you offer, Shweta, it is so nice. I think all artists are enjoying what you're doing and the work that the National Khabar is doing for the arts.
Thank you so much.
Playing a big role in that, really.
It is just a small effort to keep people be occupied musically. So
yes, that's great. That's
so Mansi is a Odissi dancer and Bharatanatyam dancer.
Wonderful.
And Saraswati ji writes very nice. Kirwani is again important Carnatic raga.
Absolutely, absolutely. One of the Mela Kartas, right? The main ragas of the 72. So that is it's an amazing raga. I think it also is always very accessible to people from all parts of in the world
Right.
because of that pathos feeling it gives. And also we have hidden in these chord structures. I mean, it's a so people from anywhere can recognize that part.
Right. So, Saskia, I wanted you to share that experience when you decided to design the smaller size cello. Only after seeing Pandit Hari Prasad Chaurasia ji sitting on the floor and you sitting on the chair.
Ah, yes, exactly. That was my very, very first class in Indian music. Indeed, Guruji was sitting on the floor and I was sitting on a chair. So that is not the right equation to learn at all. So I made very, very sure that the very next lesson I had, I was able to sit on the floor as well with the bigger cello at that time. So that's, yeah. So since that, if you want to play the music, you should be in that sense a part of the setting as well.
So this is how Indian cello happened.
This is how the Indian cello happened. Yes, in a nutshell.
And
Yeah.
how did you get the chance to meet him very often since he was mostly in India? So how did you learn from him during?
Actually, he was traveling so much at that time, so he would base himself 4 months of the year in the Netherlands, in Holland, and was the artistic director of a complete um, conservatory. That is where all the real good artists and musicians in Holland go and study Western classical music mostly. But this conservatory had the great fortune, to have Pandit Hari Prasad Chaurasia as the head of world music. So they were teaching Indian classical and music from Spain and from different parts, not only Western classical.
So
Yeah.
this changed your direction.
Yes, completely. Yeah.
What are the most important things you have picked up from Panditji, which you would like to share with the people who are learning? Because you are a great propagator of introducing music at the younger age to kids. You have had books which you are the schools are
Yeah.
introducing to the
Yeah.
children. So what are the main lessons you would like to give away?
Oh, he is a sea of ocean. I mean, of knowledge. The amount of knowledge is amazing, and that combined with the kind of humility, it's really rare in any in any human being. I don't think we see people like that very often. And yeah, my good fortune is that I met him and got to spend some time with him, and especially in the Netherlands. And I still remember this happened a few times, that I would always come early to prepare for my class with him. So that would be 8:30 in the morning at the institute, at the conservatory. And I came there, and in these empty hallways, because no one was there yet, I could hear the sound of the Bansuri. It
Oh,
was indeed in the Rotterdam Conservatory, yes, but a good 25 years ago.
oh my God.
So, yeah, and so he was there practicing,
What are
always with his music, and that is the biggest inspiration, in all humility, to always be with your music. And that is what we want everyone to understand. That's my biggest, I mean, not one biggest inspiration. Just to be with him whenever I get the chance to spend time with him is a learning and a wonderful experience. In our school program, we make Indian classical music more accessible for children. I've indeed written, how many now? 6 different books for children on Indian classical music, and through the art of storytelling, singing, fun activities, and games, they get to know the basics of the music. Often it is said that we can teach children only when they're about 7 or 8 or 9 years old. In a way, we've missed the boat if you introduce classical music only at that age to children. Good music education starts actually 9 months before a child comes into the world.
Brilliant.
It starts with the mother, and then when children are very young, we think often as adults, when we sit down a child for instruction, that is when learning happens. That is not true. Children pick up in the environment they're in. There is a playful immersion happening. And in classical music, it means we need to create the surroundings. We need to play games that instill the skills for classical music, for rhythm, for loudness, for relation with nature. Even describing the sounds a child hears sets a basis for listening later and for classical music. A lot of these simple exercises, mindfulness, breathing, chanting, are perfect foundation for classical music. So our curriculum literally starts at age 2 and actually never ends because, I mean, for ourselves, learning never ends. And I think learning with others, listening to with each other to music. So we also have, for adults, we have programs which we call silence concerts, where they tune in to their own listening skills, and that helps a lot as well for people.
So मैं यहाँ दर्शकों को बता दूं कि आपका जो प्रोजेक्ट है सासिकिया, उसका नाम है म्यूजिक एवरी चाइल्ड्स बर्थराइट. Am I right?
संगीत for all. Yes.
संगीत for all. कितना हिंदी बोल लेती हैं सासिकिया? थोड़ा बहुत?
बहुत ज्यादा नहीं.
ओके.
नहीं, हिंदी बहुत अच्छा नहीं है, लेकिन हिंदुस्तानी संगीत और थोड़ा अच्छा है.
जी, तो अभी जो ये पूरा सिनेरियो चेंज हुआ है, इसमें ऑनलाइन टीचिंग हैज टेकन अ बिग प्लेस, ऑक्यूपाइड अ बिग प्लेस लॉकडाउन के बाद से. सो व्हाट इज योर परसेप्शन हाउ इट इज गोइंग टू ट्रांसफॉर्म द एंटायर सिस्टम ऑफ लर्निंग?
That has started in a way already quite some time ago with Skype teaching and online teaching. I think most artists would have all over the world students who learn from them online. Now, this curriculum I was talking about, the Sangeet for All, we also bring it to schools. So I work a lot with music teachers and help them how to teach classical music to children in a fun way. Oops.
No issues.
Okay, nothing broke really. Just something fell. Yes. So these teachers, they do a wonderful job now teaching online as well to groups of children. And it's not the same, obviously, as one-on-one. One of the biggest disadvantages, you can't really sing at the same time.
Right.
Because of the delay and all that. But a lot of the musical concepts, listening skills, recognition of instruments, all of these things, you can actually do really well online. Seeing videos, making children understand a lot more about music. So a lot of things that are often forgotten in another music room, these are the things that are a little easier online again.
So these are some of the advantages of lockdown period.
I don't know. I think the advantage of the lockdown for Delhi is that the air is better and maybe we connect a little more with nature.
Yeah.
But every period in life and the history, I'm sure, has a lot of lessons to teach us. So maybe when we look back at this, hopefully soon enough, maybe then we'll realize what the lessons are we learned. In music, we have to adapt, and I still see and feel that people do need music. They do need concerts in their lives. And I'm really happy to see that so many artists are fulfilling that need itself and free, and they're giving to their audiences in a often a very beautiful way. So yeah, I really applaud those efforts.
So can we move ahead with another raga? Which one would you like to pick up? Yaman?
Yeah. Yaman. Okay, that we can do. Yeah.
That is in your mind, any other raga which is in your mind?
No, why not? Let me put on that.
That's brilliant, brilliant. You have made not only my day, I think everybody else's, whoever is watching.
Thank you so much.
So we have Rudransh writing, Namaste Auntie, I'm a fan of yours. He's a young child.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I hope you're learning music.
Yes. Yeah, he does. He does. And we have Bindu Sethi Sehra writing, wow, amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. That's so wonderful to hear. Maybe this is one of the other advantages of online. We never get to hear that when we're playing live, right? In our concert hall, we don't get seeing comments.
But it must be a tough time for the artist otherwise, right?
I think it is very tough. It is very tough because all concerts get cancelled. All concerts, and for all artists. And artists, we don't like to sit at home. You know, we like to be on the road. We like to perform. We like to be with people and perform our concerts. At the same time, look, I'm very grateful to God for all He has given me in my life.
Yeah.
I have my music, I have my family, I have my health. These are luxury problems in a way, you know. I'm more concerned about the people who are really suffering during these times. And we have to see it through. I think together as humanity, we need to come together and do our best. We have to stay home. We have to stay safe and help those people who are less fortunate than ourselves. And yeah, I don't like it. I would wish it were not like this, but this is the reality we're faced with.
It is the need of the time. And it's so kind of you to even think and be so sensitive and think about others. It is like we all have to be sensitive and kind enough.
Exactly. Yes.
So Saskia, I don't want to say a bye to you because I want more and more music.
Thank you.
Can I request you for one more raga of yours? See, the time is demanding that we should leave, but last one piece.
Sure. Do you have any special requests or?
I don't know, whichever you wish to pick, Rag Vibhas.
Vibhas is for morning.
Okay.
So, Bihag? Yeah? Okay. Then I don't need to retune the strings either. So.
How beautiful. बहुत ही सुंदर सास्किया, माइंड ब्लोइंग। सो हमने आज आपसे 4 राग सुने।
Yeah.
Madhuvanti, Yaman, Bihag and Kirwani. So they all are fabulous.
Thank you. Thank you. Short.
Which one you like playing the most out of these 4? Which is any rag closest to your heart?
I don't have, I mean, honestly, also always depends on the mood I am in. That sweetness of Bihag or the pathos of Kirwani. It depends. It depends completely on the mood.
So your husband also plays sitar and you play cello. So do you have ever musical fights? Sometimes when you are angry with him, does it reflect on the raga that you're playing?
I am just trying, while you're saying, trying to think what is an angry raga. I don't know. Maybe. No, we don't have anything like that.
Just joking. So you stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, stay physical, and stay indoors. And come out soon with more music for us.
Absolutely. My pleasure. Thank you for having me, and thank you all for joining us as well. Lovely.
So much, Saskia, for joining the show.
Thank you. Okay.
तो आज के लिए मैं दर्शकों से बताऊंगी कि बस इतना ही। मैं उम्मीद करती हूँ कि आपने आज का ये कार्यक्रम बहुत एंजॉय किया होगा। बहुत ही सुंदर म्यूजिकल पूरा का पूरा हमारा आज का ये कार्यक्रम रहा है। और मैं आपको बता दूं कि कल और परसों हम आपके साथ नहीं जुड़ पाएंगे किसी तकनीकी कारणवश। तो हमारे साथ होंगे, मैं आपको बताऊं, 9 मई सैटरडे को बहुत ही प्रसिद्ध फ्लूट प्लेयर शशांक सुब्रमण्यम। आप उनके साथ हमारा कार्यक्रम शाम 6 बजे 9 मई सैटरडे देखना ना भूलें। अभी आप दीजिए इजाजत। नमस्कार।